VHS is in closed beta. Okay, it has been for a couple months now. Periodically, Hellbent has released waves of keys to its thousands of fans, who beg for them more than hot tub streamers beg for attention.
Emotional, damn it!
To those lucky enough to get a key, they're often thrown into this game with no real tutorial or guide on how to play. Well, I'm here to be that guide. Hi, I'm a random nerd, and this is how many hours I have in VHS. So you've decided that you want to play the teen role. Well, I will be here to be your guide learning how to play teen. I will be teaching you the basics, some strategies to help you win against the opposing threat that is the monster, and overall, okay, before I get into the basics, let me explain a few things. I'm aware this game is a 4v1 ASIM like Dead by Daylight, but they play completely differently. If you think your expert survivor skills of hold W and press E occasionally to win are going to transfer here, you're in for quite a rough time, buddy. This game requires teamwork, communication, planning, and genuinely outplaying. You are a new player. Since there is no ranking or MMR system in this game yet, you will probably go against more experienced players than you and lose a lot. And that's okay. Do your best to resist the gamer urge to throw your keyboard or controller across the room in pure rage. And just try to learn how to do better next time. There's a lot of hype surrounding this game, and some people are dying to get their hands on a beta key.
Don't care how, I want it now.
Just have patience.
To those people, don't get your hopes up too high, or you will be disappointed when this game isn't everything you hope and dream about. This game is in beta and has issues. Dead by Daylight has had bugs for years. You can deal with a few bugs in a game that is not even out yet. Just be realistic with your expectations, and you will have a much better time. Now, let's get into the basics, shall we? Your goal as a teen is simple. Oh, sorry, let me slow that down for you. Kill the monster. But it's also the monster's goal to kill you. You see a little blue icon and white bar? That's your health state and health bar. If the monster hits you, you will get hurt and lose a chunk of your health bar. If you are hit again... Nah, just kidding. You'll be down and slowly lose health over time. You can be healed from injured to healthy at a healing station or by a teammate. While you're injured, you will audibly grunt in pain and leave behind a trail that will allow the monster to find you easier. If you are down, you can summon your Spectral to gather orbs of Luma scattered around the map to pick yourself up faster, but you will still need a teammate's assistance to be picked up. You'll know when you are one hit away from dying when you see this neat little purple skull near your health bar. If you lose all your health...
Look at that, that's a dead body right there.
Normally it takes 2 hits to down a teen, but there is an exception to this rule. If the monster gets enraged, either through hitting teens but not downing them, or through feasting on a down teen, no matter what health state you're in, if the monster hits you, you go down immediately. But nerd, dying sounds painful. How do I win and fight back against the... Shut up, let me tell you. Do you see these weird purple symbols at the top of your screen? Those are the monster's sigmas, or its... health. Your goal as a teen is to craft each of the 4 weapon types and deal enough damage with each of them to cleanse the sigma. There are 4 sigmas, and each sigma has its own weapons. The weapons you'll start out with when you start the game include Spray and Pray, The Power of Christ Compels You, a very long knife, and
Kitchen gun!
To make these weapons, run over to a station and hold E to craft. Okay, I think I got this one. Whoa, what the fuck is... Ah, shit! Okay, I got it this time, I got it, yes. Yes! Got it! Does this remind you of something? Once you finish your weapon, it's yours to do with as you please. Each weapon does something different and will take a different amount of time to damage or time to kill a Sigma. When you kill a Sigma, the monster will get banished for a short duration. While banished, they'll be completely invisible and invulnerable, but also can't attack or see you. However, you can kind of tell where they are and where they will respawn by listening for this faint sound, as well as a tape recorder sound when they respawn. Subsequent hits with the same weapon type will stun the monster rather than banish them. If any of the 4 weapons I just listed don't fit your playstyle, or you just don't like them, deal with it, noob. Nah, just kidding. You can unlock more by crafting or using the ones you already have. By leveling up weapons, you'll unlock new weapons, as well as skins and modifiers for the weapons you've leveled up. Some will increase ammo capacity, some will make it easier to deal damage with, some will banish the monster for longer, etc, etc, etc. It should be noted that weapons take skill to use, and you are not invulnerable when you have one. You can't start building another weapon when you already have one, you can't give other teens a weapon you currently have, and when the monster downs you, that weapon disappears. When the monster hits someone, they will scream, which will disrupt teens that are nearby, preventing them from doing anything but move around. This is mainly to prevent teens from running in and hitting the monster with a weapon when they're unable to defend themselves. However, the monster will look straight up, so if you are hit, this will give you a chance to escape or hide. There are also consumable items around the map to help you. Pop cans act as a consumable sprint burst, chompy bars make you die slower, noisemakers get pissed off when the monster walks near it, and the radio is only useful if your team isn't talking to each other. Pop cans and candy bars can be found in powered vending machines, and noisemakers and radios can be found in trash cans, both requiring a short minigame to obtain the item. These items will also spawn in random spots around the map. Unlike weapons, you will not lose an item if you are downed, and you can give another teen a weapon if you have one. If the game is progressing too slowly because you and the monster suck at finding each other, an upside down triangle, or the rift, will spawn. Either side can claim it, and whoever gets it gets wall hacks on the other team until either one side gets hit, or the timer runs out. If either side gets hit while the rift hasn't been claimed, it will vanish from existence until you and the monster can't find each other again. If you die, resist the urge to leave immediately. I know, it's tempting.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it.
Hidden somewhere around the map in a locked box is the most powerful item in the game.
The Book of the Dead.
If you find this box while dead, a teammate can open it and use it to revive you. This item is very hard to find, but dead teens do get a bit of help. If your spectral is near the box while you are dead, you'll start hearing demonic whispers. Using the book on a dead teammate will revive them to a zombie. These zombies function identically to how a teen would, but will make noise whether they are injured or healthy, and only have a little bit of health. That pretty much covers all the basics of how to play teen. Now, let's talk. Most of the time, the best way to hit a monster with a weapon is to set up a good ambush, or coordinate with your team to force a monster into a vulnerable position. The best way to do this is to use the built-in voice chat in the pinging system. You can ping items, crafting stations, the monster, yourself. The list goes on forever. If your teammates are being antisocial and not using voice chat or pinging, don't worry. You can still see what room they're in and what they're doing by looking at your HUD. This will take some map knowledge, so try to get comfortable and learn the layouts of each map. It should be mentioned that the monsters have 3 abilities each. One is for offense, one is for defense, and one is for tracking and locating teens. Let's take Wart, the goodest boy in this game, as an example. Wart's offensive ability allows him to lunge forward and create a shockwave that staggers any teen caught in it. Wart's defensive ability allows him to create a shield around his body, rendering your puny attacks useless against him, and letting him absorb a full weapon hit. Wart's tracking ability is his echolocation, which will reveal the location of teens, where they were when the echo touched them. Not where they are, where they were. Take some time to learn and understand each monster's abilities so you know what they do, and how to counter them. I'm not going to go over all of them in this video because this game is in beta and things may change. Working with your team is the optimal strategy. It is possible to cleanse the stigma by yourself, but it won't always work, so it's probably best not to. Overall, the best way to learn how to strategize is to play the game and understand what is and isn't possible. Each monster has different strengths and weaknesses, so different strategies and weapons are required. That covers how to play and some basic strategy, but there is one more thing I do need to show you all. Okay, editor nerd hopping in here. I forgot to discuss lockers. Don't use them, they're worthless. Next! Each character in this game has their own unique skill set and set of perks. For example, Faith is a healer, Gloria is a team player, and Brett is a
Chad.
To unlock perks and other items, you will need to complete each character's journey. Each node in the journey will cost aura points, which can be obtained by playing as that character and leveling them up. Each journey will give you cosmetics, flux, perk points, perk slots, and the character's perks themselves. Each character has 3 parts to their journey, called acts. Once you spend enough aura points on a character's act, you can claim the star at the end, unlocking that character's perks for all others to use. Perks in this game work very differently than in other games. To use a perk, you need to have an open perk slot and enough perk points to equip it. There is a max of 5 slots and 30 points per character. Each perk has 3 tiers, and each tier will cost a certain amount of perk points to equip. Some perk examples include Never Say Die, which lets you bleed out slower, Head Trip, which lets you see Luma orbs through walls and move faster in spectral form, or Teen Spirit, which gives your allies a small boost to healing and reviving when you are close by. You get the idea. In addition to earning you aura points, by earning enough XP, you'll unlock prize boxes that will give you different prizes that you can bring to the match. Some will let you start the match with an item, some will spawn you closer to a crafting station or teammate, some will give you bonus XP when the game ends, etc, etc. This game gives you a lot of options to customize your team. You have customization for most body parts, costumes, emotes, sprays, and skins for weapons. There is a shop with items that will change daily. Some items will cost fanbucks, which can only be obtained through spending real money, and others can be obtained through Flux. Flux can be obtained through leveling a character's journey, leveling up a max level character, or completing a challenge for the character's respective movies. Each movie has different challenges that if you complete, will reward you with Flux, cosmetics, and profile banners. That about covers it for the basics of Teen and VHS. If you want more help on learning how to play Teen, I'll link some other VHS content creators down below with videos on this subject. I plan to make a guide on Monster, so expect that within a few weeks or so. I'm live on Twitch every Friday to Sunday at 7:30 PM Pacific if you want to drop in and watch me play VHS or other games. Thank you for watching.